Hello and welcome to Black Bear Atheist. I cannot sleep because I drank a monster drink, so that was not a good idea. But I've made many not so good ideas in my life, even though I'm still technically a young person. So we're gonna check out again my Nigerian brother named Frank Stephen. His channel is a Nigerian perspective with Frank Stephen. That's the name. And today we're gonna check out a video named Nigerian Destroyers Andrew Tate with fact and logic. I will remind you this man is a Christian, he's from Nigeria. Okay, actually the part that is from Nigeria doesn't affect my actually yes it does. He's a Christian and is from Nigeria. And just keep that in mind. Fact and logic. And context. I think by this time Andrew Tate is already like a Muslim. So fun times.
Point. You're talking about equality equaling respect. The way you get respect as a woman is by being feminine. There's nothing. We can be equal and very, very different. I'm not saying that there's not equality, but you've confused equality with the same. You can be equal.
Yeah, that's not how it works. We tried this before. Separate but equal. Yes, Andrew Tate, that did not work. Did your black father never taught you anything? Did your black father never address this to you? Or maybe he's too white to do so. Cancel me if you want to. We tried separate but equal. That did not work. Women are demanding right to be equal. And yes, because they are equal to men.
Equity. With completely different things. You can have a bishop and a knight on a chessboard. They're equal in terms of points, but they do different things, right? A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very...
Is the queen the same as the king? No. No. Even though the queen is technically like more powerful, with the king being gone, again, just not equal.
Very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets up. We try and pretend it's all the same. It's not the same. Men and women are good at different things. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. There's nothing wrong with accepting that.
Nobody's saying we don't have weaknesses and differences and all that. Like, everybody knows that and everybody understands that. That's not the point. There's no equality among both. Women don't have the same opportunity to be what they want to be. And also, side note, I have seen this video before. It's like a 2 hour long video, and it was excruciating. This was after I noticed that, Andrew Tate is a actually dumb person. After I like respected this man for like, I think I was in this shit for like 5 to 6 months. That is a long ass time. Okay. Anyways, so the lady on the far right, God, where do they find these people? She's gorgeous. I should edit that out. If I didn't edit that out, I should probably never said that.
There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team, we have a beautiful family, we're happy forever. It's only confused where you have women who sit and go, no, because in the name of equality, we can fight and work. There's no fucking women on the front line in Ukraine. That is psyop.
Nobody cares, Frank. They want to have the chance to do so. I'm not gonna sign up for the military, but I want the right to be able to do so. And that's what they want. I have talked about there's some women that do believe women don't belong in the front line. But then I would say then you might as well take away all the rights. Now, hear me out. If you're saying, well, because they're women, they don't belong in the front line and blah blah blah, then okay, because we could use that same line of reasoning to say because they're women, they don't belong to become lawyers or anything. So no, I say let people be people. Let people do what they want to do. That is not your fucking choice. That is not for you to say, Andrew Tate.
They put some chick there dancing around doing poker.
Also, my Nigerian brother, say something. What the fuck are you doing? I thought you were better than Daily Dose of Wisdom. Daily Dose of Bullshit, I'm sorry. I thought you were better than Daily Dose of Bullshit. At least say something.
On dances to try and convince men to go die in a ditch. It's garbage. If you go to the front line of Ukraine right now, you do not see women in their makeup and their manicures. You see f***ing men in the...
I saw the woman in the middle, annoying. Again, I watched 2 hours of this shit. It was fucking annoying.
Freezing cold, dying. You know where the women are? Dubai.
All right.
So there's no woman in Ukraine?
He one, he said people, the men that are dying in Ukraine, the women are in Dubai. The women are not in Dubai. Okay, the Ukrainian women are not in Dubai. But I don't
Glad we can agree. They're not in Dubai.
think that speaks too much to the point he's trying to make, which is that men and women are different, which we have pointed out, countless times in various live streams that I've done and also various videos that I've done. It goes without saying men and women are different. But I have an issue with the statement that women only become honorable when they do things that women do. Yes, typically that is the case. Typically a woman...
And this is why I am doing your video. Typically, you're trying to venture yourself and be different from Andrew Tate, but you're typically the same. You say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Women are not supposed to be submissive to men. Submissive is supposed to be love and kind and all that. But you still want them to be submissive to you. That is what your Bible says, and that's what you're okay with.
is honorable when she does things that women do, okay?
Like give birth. If any woman is out there, that is your purpose for life. That's what God made you for, to just give birth. And also, if you give birth to another woman, you're not even seen that valuable. You need to give birth to a man, because a man is valuable and a woman is not.
When you are a mother, you have like 7 children. That is a huge achievement, and people are going to...
No, it's not actually, and people need to stop making 7 children. And yes, it automatically, like, it usually goes down as the wealth as women are given more right in the country, as women are given the freedom to actually work, be free and be humans. Usually the birth rate comes down, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. That's what you want to aim for. You don't want a woman having 7 children. I think the worldwide average birth rate is at 2, but in Africa it's like crazy high, like 4, I think. So like, that's not what you want.
seriously respect you for that. When you are able to take care of your home and you raise good children, they bring you joy. They also bring the man joy as well. It's not...
Okay. Now she wants to be a lawyer. What women want is the freedom to do what men has been able to do since like the beginning of civilization. Live their fucking life.
Just the woman, they bring the parents joy when you have wonderful children and those children are doing well. It is a joyous and wonderful thing. True, but nobody can also deny that when a woman excels in roles that are not typically for women, it is also honorable. There is not one way that...
Roles that are not typically for women. I'm not trying to like break him down, break his argument. Actually, I am trying to break down his argument because it's not making any sense. He's trying to play both sides here. He's trying to be one of those, oh, I'm for people, I love people, but at the same time, fuck you, fuck everything you believe, fuck everything about you.
That a woman can be honorable. It is not just one way. You have to be a mother, and if you are not a mother, you cannot do anything honorable. Being a mother is like the pinnacle of, like, is what women...
Pinnacle?
And I believe, not believe, is a fact. Women are designed to be mothers, biologically.
Women are designed to be mothers, and it's their peak when they're mothers. That's what brings them joy. That's what brings them happiness. Outside of that, nothing. Nothing. If they excel outside of that venture, that is still good. That is still good. I'm not saying that's bad, but the peak of their joy, the source of their joy, according to their biology, is to pop out children.
Designed to be mothers, and when they are mothers, it is
Also, you might as well say men are designed to be fathers. Is that all we need to do? I'm talking about biological male now. Is that all we're supposed to be doing? Popping out children? Like, how does that work? Do people understand how, like, it takes two people to make a child? Like saying, oh, all women can do is be a mother. You can literally apply the same thing to a man and say all they need to do is be a father for life. Like, that makes no sense.
very honorable. But there are other ways women can be honorable. Women can be honorable in the workplace, and women historically have been honorable in the workplace. For example, scriptures, the Bible, like many traditionalists like to point out, the Bible has instances of women who assume the role of men. We have Deborah in the Bible. Of course, you say Deborah was not really in the battlefront. She wasn't like she was bringing out swords and slashing the enemy into two. No, that's not what she was doing. But she was a leader. She was a military leader, and she was honorable for that very reason. We have in the New Testament. That's for those who read the Bible. You have in the New Testament people like Priscilla and Aquila. It is not typical in the Bible for the name of the woman to be mentioned before that of the man. But in the case of Priscilla and Aquila, these are husband and wife, but now wife and husband. The name of the wife comes first before the husband, and both were tent makers. They were tent makers. They were industrious. It is not unheard of to see throughout history women who were in the workplace and who were honorable for what they did in the workplace. There are so many things that will make you as a woman want.
Okay, I'm not even sure who he is referring to here, but I generally could give a fuck less.
To work. One is in the event where your husband has an issue, let's say he's disabled or he's late, you have to, pick up the slack. You have to, become the man. In not in every way, but at least as a breadwinner, you have to become.
I thought this is supposed to be fact and logic. So far, I'm just hearing him rambling.
The breadwinner. And when you take up, assume that role, let's say as a widow, as a woman who is taking care of a disabled husband, that is honorable. There's nobody who's going to look at that and say, look at her, she's acting like a man, it is dishonorable. No, they will see that as
Andrew Tate would.
honorable. Also, when you are a woman who has a knack for enterprise, when you have this entrepreneurial spirit and you are able to excel at it, it is honorable. No one should take that away from women. It is honorable. The problem with both feminism and the red pill community is that they want to force women into a mold. Both of them are trying to do that. Feminism says a woman must work. The way you show the only way for you as a woman to show that you have value is that you must work. If a woman does not work, then she's not valuable.
No, that's not what feminism says, and that's not what feminism is about. It's about equality, giving women the freedom to work and do whatever they want. If a woman wants to be a bodybuilder, let her be a bodybuilder. If a woman wants to go in the army and fight for a country, let her do so. Who the fuck are you to take away our human right to be whatever the fuck she wants to be? That is what feminism is about. I don't know where you get the idea of bullshit from, but that's what feminism is about. Equality.
Valuable. You have to stick it up to this man. You have to show this man that you are equal. That's how.
It's how these people always find the little percent of idiots that talks about feminism, that talks about socialism, that talks about anything, any actual good idea. It's like they're looking for them. Oh wait, they are. They are looking for those little bozos that ventures outside of common sense and call themselves feminists, but actually they're just idiots that don't understand what they're saying. And that's the people they talk about on the entire channel.
As a woman, you demonstrate a value. If you don't do that, you are not valuable. That is a lie that feminism tells women, right? Then the red pill men say if you are a
Just idiots, not feminism, just idiots.
woman and you work, you are not going to be honorable. There is no way a woman will work and be honorable. No way, it is not possible. And that is also a lie. To tell women that if you have this entrepreneurial spirit, if
See what I mean by he just wants to be in the middle? I mean, it's working for him. 370K subscribers. I say it's working for him. Being in the middle. Just hanging right there. But it doesn't make any sense. You're not making sense, man.
if you are somebody who is industrious, there is nothing you would do as an industrious woman that will make you honorable in whatever industry you specialize in. That is a lie. It is a very big lie. It is so untrue. And to tell women that is bad. Historically, it has never been the case, even in traditional society, that women have always stayed at home and never been involved in the workplace. I did this.
They've always been in the workplace, especially if you're poor. Women that are not working, that's usually reserved for like the rich. When you're poor, both men and women do what they need to do to survive. Being poor really changed that gender roles quite quickly. I've seen it in real life.
Brief history. I did this brief research one time when I was researching a particular video, which I ended up not making, and I realized that in America.
Thank God, one last video.
Talking about people who slave owners that were black. I was doing this research to find out people who were like during the period of slavery, those who were slave owners that were black, and a couple of the names that were mentioned were women. Yes, even as far back as 100, 200 years ago, women were industrious, so industrious that they were slave owners. Black women too. So
okay, this is like a white person's favorite black person. No, African person. A Nigerian. Supporting a conservative views.
So this idea that women cannot excel in industry and be honorable as a result is a lie. I can list so many women that are honorable because
I agree. They are more emotionally smarter than us. And they are actually better many shit than men.
So where they specialize in aspect of finance, in aspect of administration. There's this woman in Nigeria known as Obieze Kwesili. We have Dora Akuyele, very reputable woman in Nigeria. These are women who did well, who excel at their craft and are honorable because of that.
Glad you're giving them credit.
This woman was like Dora Akunyele. She's late now. She passed away due to cancer. This woman was heading a unit in the federal government that have to do with drug regulation and fighting fake drugs. And she was so effective. She was heavily celebrated. This woman did extremely well. Her track record was impeccable as a woman in the workplace with male counterparts. It is not unheard of. I know the problem with feminism is that whenever
you were doing so good and now you're back to blaming feminism for shit. Okay.
Women do it, they celebrate it like it never happened. It has been happening. It has always been happening throughout history. It is not news. So as a woman, nobody should tell you that the only yes, being a mother is important, and yes, you should strive and aspire to be a mother. But if you have other abilities, it doesn't stop you from manifesting them. And you will still be honorable regardless.
Will you look at that? It seems like you're actually close to understanding what feminism is, and then you search up few idiots that don't understand what they're saying, and you use them as clips in your videos. Feminism is about women being able to choose whether to be mothers, be doctors, be teachers, be both. They can do it all. What? Feminism is all about that.
And that is where he's wrong. So on this point, no, I do not agree with Andrew Tate for 100%. I get his point, but he makes the whole thing black and white and does not offer this nuanced opinion about the whole thing when it comes to women working, which
Which is funny because your Bible doesn't see things as black as gray either. It says that I'm black and white. As I mentioned, women are not supposed to even teach the word, preach, according to Paul, Jesus' stepbrother. Because actually, Jesus twins, because his apparently is Jesus. His word is taken as much as Jesus' words are taken. You might as well call it a quadruple. Yeah, you might as well call it a quadruple trinity. No, just a quadruple.
I consider to be something negative, towards women, to give women this idea that you shouldn't work, you shouldn't try to be industrious or excel in any field, leave it to the men, be housewives, whatever it is. No, don't earn more than your husband if you find yourself having the capacity to. No, that is not something you should tell women. If they have the opportunity, if time and chance presents itself and allows them to explore this option, they should by all means explore it. And of course, yes, family should always come first.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? And yes, of course, family should come first. Papa babies first. That's your biological. That's what you were made for, by God. God designed you to just pop out baby, pop out 10 babies, and you'll be worshipped. That's your ultimate purpose in life. Just pop out babies. Dumb. Women are much more than that, and you're not giving that credit.
It should, including for women. Family should always come first. So another example, I know I'm going off on a serious rant here, but
Yes, I can see that, and it's annoying. I do it too, but it's annoying.
I think there's need for us to really drive this point home. Another good example of somebody who excel as a working class.
Okay, now I am not gonna go through that rant. Feminism is about equality for women and men. Men are able to be cooks, doctors, and others, and fathers. Women just want the freedom to be able to do the same. That is what feminism is. If you agree with that claim, then you're a feminist. Now, I'm gonna share a story with you of why I never agree with the idea that women should be a stay-at-home mom, or that's all they are, just a stay-at-home mom. My mom, biological mom, was really in a sense an entrepreneur. She was selling stuff. She was in Nigeria. She was like selling a bunch of stuff and like trying to really hustle for money. My father was not much as that, but he tried his best too. So I've always had respect for women. As a young child, I've always had that respect, and he never left. So as much as I did venture into Andrew Tate for like 5 to 6 months, I got out because I couldn't understand why the hate for women, really. Why the down digressing of women. I just couldn't forget the fact that my mom was the best woman that I've ever seen in my life, was able to have 5 children, also have a shop, sell a bunch of stuff, and do all this stuff and juggle life. And it's amazing what she was capable of. So I've always had high regard for women, and it never left me. So I think that's why I was able to survive Andrew Tate without that much crazy deep dive into it, and like that's why I was able to cut myself. Especially when I heard this guy try to defend rape, I was like, bro, you venture off to the land of nowhere. Anyways, that's all for today. I just want to rant a little about my Nigerian brother here, and I don't feel like editing, so I decided to just rant about him. That's it. If you like the video, like and subscribe. If you don't like the video, still like and subscribe.